just erased. But we have the last time on of the television show, and then the screen is black. And then there's the animation of like eyes slowly opening and a room coming into focus, into and out of focus. And we see the ceiling, and it's the like pockmarked like tile ceilings. And we see as we kind of like go up from the ceiling and like the camera spins around to see like whose eyes were opening, we see the same image we saw last episode when Hannah looked at her magic mirror and saw Tom laying on the table. You have a white sheet up to your chest, and you're laying on this like silver stainless steel table, and you wake up and your eyes blink open and there's no one in the room but you.
Oh.
The last thing you remember is that you were, like a car was coming toward you.
Yeah. I would yell. I would yell at me. Not like a fear thing, but like a hello?
So are you trying to get the attention of anybody?
I'm hoping. I'm hoping somebody's outside the room or something's happening or somebody put me here and I want answers.
Okay. So you it takes a minute. I think that like this isn't a very like frequented, like the people in here don't really need immediate attention. But after like yelling for a moment, do you try and get off the table at all?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think I'll swing my legs to the side, hop right up and like check
Okay.
myself. Be like, what is happening? Where are my real clothes?
So yeah, you don't have clothes. Can you this hasn't happened to you
I don't know. Can I like
before.
look around the room? Am I locked in?
You're not locked in. This hasn't happened to you before. Can you tell me, do you still have the injuries that you sustained being hit by a car, or are you like magically healed when you
I'm
wake up?
I'm thinking I got some broken bones. I don't know how many broken bones you want to give me, but I'm thinking I'm still pretty car wrecked.
I feel like
Roll a
okay,
D.
so
How many limbs do we have? Roll a D4 for how many broken limbs you got.
I think it's more like you have like when you put your feet on the floor, you feel in the area where your hips are this like weird grinding feeling. And like if you take your hands to examine it, like you can feel your pelvis is like strangely like malleable. Like if you like mess with it, you can tell that you definitely have like a broken crushed pelvis, but for some reason it's not hurting you.
Oh,
But yeah, you can and you can do the same thing like with your like lower ribs. Like if you touch them, like you can feel they're not really where they're
yeah.
supposed to be.
Sounds fun and horrible. Oh, okay.
So do you continue like trying to find someone's attention?
Yeah, absolutely. I would probably be in a light panic.
Okay, so God, chat right now. So you covered with this sheet, like are kind of yelling and maybe like going around the room, and from an office next to this morgue, which it's very clear that it is, the door opens like rather quickly, and this woman pokes her head into the room, and her eyes go wide behind her glasses. She has like probably like slightly graying brown hair. It looks like it's graying prematurely because she doesn't look very old. She's a little like chubby, but like in the like, oh, this woman would give you like tea and cookies, kind of like very like
Oh,
comforting looking woman.
okay.
And she like her eyes go wide behind her glasses. She's wearing a doctor's coat.
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh my God, I thought you were huh, oh God, you sit down. And she like rushes over and tells you to like sit down on the table.
Okay. Okay. I guess I can. But like, are hips supposed to do this? And I'm gonna like twist my hips
Huh.
around like rear.
And she probably like pales when you do that. And she's like, no, in fact, you're does that hurt?
No. Did you? No.
Huh. Um, I have okay, can you just stop doing that, please?
Okay.
And just stay right there. I'm gonna call somebody, and we'll get you to the proper part of the hospital, and probably need quite a few x-rays. And oh my god, and she's like already turning to the other room and like picking up the phone.
Okay. I'd probably just lay down and go, okay, that sounds good.
So here's the thing. Are you going to go through this like 12 doctors poke and prod you and try and figure out if how you're still alive situation? Like is
Oh.
or are you like, well, I'm fine. What's
I
your
like that.
because you were declared dead.
Okay.
You were dead. You're still
Yeah.
very injured. Any x-ray or examination would indicate, as you can no doubt tell, that there's something really fucking wrong with you. So, like, I feel like this moment, either you're an idiot and you're just gonna go along with everything, which is totally like possible, or you recognize that like this is like something that maybe a doctor wouldn't have an answer for. Like,
Okay.
you recognize that you are like what she said, like you should be dead.
Yeah. I think I'd call her back. I'd be like, it doesn't hurt. I'll just get out of your hair. I'm sure you're busy with all the bodies.
You were dead.
Yeah, well, clearly.
I'm fairly certain that I don't think that it's healthy for you to we don't know about, and she's at a loss for words, which is probably rare for, a mortician. And I would say that if you want to convince her to let you go, you're gonna have to like make a roll of some sort.
I could do that. What should I roll though? Because I'm not gonna try and seduce her with my weird twisty spine.
Like, wait, let me double check this one more time. Let me double check. Were hips supposed to do this? And you're like,
ever seen someone this flexible?
I feel like you're trying to shut her down.
Okay.
It's probably like, if you're not convincing her with hot, then you're convincing her with cold.
Oh, I'm terrible with cold. Okay, I'm ready. I'll give it a roll.
First roll, Tom. 8, a partial success. All right. So you come across poorly. So either she loses a string on you, which she doesn't have any.
Okay.
If they have no strings on you, you gain one on them. So you could gain a string on her, which you could use to convince her to do what you want.
Use immediately.
Or they take a condition, or you take one forward.
I'm pulling the strings. I'm saying, hey, you know what? If you, I don't want to mess anything up. I don't want to get it like, I don't want to have to tell your superior that you thought that I was dead, because I wasn't. And I could have actually been dead if you followed through with the whole thing that you were doing on the gurney. So I'm just going to go.
Okay. So, because you got the 7 and 9, you do get a condition, and the condition you're going to get from her is like, was definitely dead. And then you can pull the strings on her because she is a NPC. I think she's just going to do what you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that there's any reason for her not to. Because you got that string, then you spend it immediately. And she kind of like, she looks super pale, and maybe she leans back against like whatever the nearest table is, and she's like, you're right. If I would have conducted the autopsy, then God, who knows what could have happened. And I did declare you dead, and I could lose my job. Like, and you can see that she's kind of just like looking inward and not really like, she's kind of freaking out a little bit, but she's not gonna like do anything anymore. Like, she puts the phone down maybe.
Okay, well, I just say my goodbyes. I'm like, okay, thank you. And I'm just gonna walk out. As long as the door isn't fucked up.
No, the door's not locked. They don't need to lock dead people in here. So yeah, I would say that your clothes, even if you could find them, are like tore up and covered in blood.
Mhm.
So do you take a bus home wearing a sheet? Do you take clothes from someone else?
Oh, I would try to take clothes. I would absolutely like when I'm exiting this hospital. Is there like a coat rack, or is there anything that I can see that has clothes? Because I'm thinking I might take somebody's jacket.
Yeah, I feel like you like while you're walking, like trying to find the exit, there's definitely like someone's left a purse and a jacket on one of the like waiting room
Mhm.
chairs, and they're at the front desk. So like you can just like grab that and skedoodle.
I'll probably take both. The
The
purse
purse
too.
too.
I
Okay.
don't know why,
If
but
you
I'm
want to take
sure
the
I would.
purse too, then I would like you to roll to keep your cool. I would have given you the jacket for free. The
Why are you
purse
such a
you'll have to pay
kleptomaniac?
for.
Like,
That's why I'm doing it. I'm like, my character would just take anything he can, because not because just he thinks he needs it. Okay, so this would be keeping my
Cold.
cold roll. Okay,
Yeah.
skabam.
Okay, so another partial success. I get to tell you how your actions would leave you vulnerable, and you can choose to back down or go through with it. Okay. So you're wearing a sheet, maybe you've got a hospital gown at this point. And you go to grab this like I think it's a woman's trench coat. So it'll cover you. And there's like a purse underneath it. When you pick up the coat, you see that there's a purse underneath it. And inside the purse, like when you go to pick it up, you see like several medicine bottles, prescriptions.
Yeah.
And the like how your actions would leave you vulnerable is like you like this is a like it's obvious whose purse this is. And like if you like keep it around, like it'll be very very clear like that it's one not yours.
Oh,
And so like when you go to leave, it'll just be like that's not your bag. Also like whose
okay,
bag is it? Like when you go to
okay.
like yeah. So like how to leave you vulnerable is that like the first security guard that sees you is going to be like that's not yours.
Okay. I I probably leave it behind. On the fact that there's pills in it, they're probably for someone else. What if it's hard medicine? I don't want to end up killing an old lady just because I stole a purse
Right?
or thought that I could take it. I was really hoping it'd be like a crit roll and there's a handgun in there, and I'm like, woo, goodbye.
Okay, so that's the hard success is you find a handgun.
I,
You know what not to.
I'm just
Um,
wishing for the best. But I leave the purse. I'll take the trench coat and the lady's trench coat, and I guess sleuth my way out past whatever security there might be.
okay, yeah, there's just like a security guard wandering around, but like because a trench coat is pretty agender, you're fine. You get out just fine wearing no shoes and a trench coat. It's fine. And do you attempt to like do you take the bus? Do you walk? Do you attempt to hitchhike to get home? Do you go home? Do you go somewhere else?
I'd probably start like knowing what's going on. I think my character's home is pretty far outside
Yeah.
of the city limits, so I'm thinking I need to walk back to the school and then maybe get a bus from there, or try to talk to somebody into like giving me a ride, because clearly I'm hurt and I'm gonna be hiding my injuries. I don't want anyone to know how probably maybe dead I am.
Okay. So when you leave the hospital, it's like Tom's your character, would you know the directional difference between what sunrise and sunset are like?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. So you remember when you're waiting for the bus and when you like saw a car coming at you that it was like more like sunset, but when you walk out of the hospital, it's like more like sunrise.
Oh
So you
no.
recognize that you've been out of it for hours, for quite some time. And as you start walking towards the school, you also recognize that the stream's on the wrong scene.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I had to fix it. I had
There
to
we go.
fix a thing for the Zoom, and it means that I had to cover everything up so I could
It's
bring
great.
it up.
It's
Okay.
great.
Sorry.
And like you recognize that you would probably get to school like around the time the starting bell rolls around.
Okay.
And maybe like, do you have like extra clothes at school somewhere? Like, do you have them in your gym locker or something like that?
Ooh, all I might have is that mascot costume from when I was a mascot.
Okay. Do you would you rather wear a trench coat and no shoes or a hedgehog costume?
I think I'm gonna use the trench coat to get to school, and then probably put on the bottom half of the hedgehog, and then just keep the head with me so people think that I'm getting ready for something.
Okay, so we'll do like a little bit of like, let's just say this takes an amount of time because last episode you came into the scene at lunchtime. So we'll use some magic of cinema moment. And what happens is, Harley, like, you turn around and what you see is Tom, no
Oh
camera,
my god.
wearing a trench coat and the bottom
God.
half of a hedgehog costume, holding the head of the hedgehog. And he apologizes to you for being late.
Yeah, sorry.
You died.
No.
Okay, and I'm gonna like take Tom by the arm and like pull him because like we're at like the cheermate, so I'm just like pull him to the side a little bit and be like, I watched you die. Do you remember?
Ow. It's not so rough. I got the book.
Okay, I'm sorry. And I'll like let go of your arms. I saw you were dead. Like you were. Wait. Were you not?
Well, I don't remember anything from most of the day before. There was a car, and that was it. And
But like,
yeah,
how are you all right? Like, if you, I mean, maybe I was wrong. Maybe you just like passed out and somehow survived a car hitting you. You're amazing. But like, you look fine. Nothing looks. Nothing.
You should see under this hedgehog outfit. It is a mess down there. I think a lot of the hedgehog outfit is like keeping a lot of the bones in place. But I don't feel anything, so it's pretty okay.
Are you sure you should be at school like this?
I mean, as long as I can keep the hedgehog outfit on, I think I'm pretty ace.
I mean, we have like spare in like the football team. We have like spare clothes if you need those.
Yeah, but isn't that stealing?
Well, I guess yeah, but you stole a television in front of me with me.
Yeah, well, that was an honest mistake, and I just don't want anything more on my record.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm just gonna keep with the coat and the hog, and if anyone asks, I'm just gonna say that we're getting ready for a thing. Is there anything happening today, like a cheerleading?
I mean, yeah, we're gonna take photos for the. And like I'm gonna like let the fact that he like died breeze past me because I just think he's amazing. I'm like, oh my god, he's so tough. He was in like a coma and he's already back at school. Like he's so tough and cool. This is amazing. And I am just like, okay. I mean, yeah. So you were meant to take photos for us for the cheerleading club, and I made like a list for you for all the other clubs that you have to get a photo for. And also you have to make sure that Emily credits you in the yearbook. And did she ask you to do anything else? Was there anything else that she asked you to do, or was it just the photos?
She did say I got to get her corsage for the one thing where we're all doing a king
homecoming.
queen.
The thing you're going to be homecoming king. Okay, you should probably know the thing that you're going to. Right.
Well, she wants me to be the king, so I don't know what the corsage has anything to do with it.
Right. So it's just the photos then. Okay, that's fine.
Pause. Tom, do you intentionally not tell her about?
Yeah, what was it? I genuinely don't remember, and I was like, "What was it?" It was she was rigging it, right?
She asked you to falsify the votes.
Yes.
Oh, the string with Hannah. Yeah.
I got tuned in my character's head.
I just wanted to know if you were intentionally.
Would you like to just like rewind a little bit there, or are you good?
No, I can. I'm adding it on. I'll add it on because I genuinely forgot.
Okay.
I figured that was.
I'm an actual idiot. And it's also this thing where I got to take a whole bunch of papers and put them in the ballot box.
What?
Yeah, she wants me to write her name on it like a bunch of times and then just toss it right in the box.
So that she wins homecoming queen?
Probably. I don't know how it works really, but
That's okay. So basically, the way that it works is with homecoming, everybody votes for who the best homecoming queen or king would be, right? So say I would go and I would write down like Tom for homecoming king, and then like me or whoever, whatever, for homecoming queen, and I would put it in the box, and it's like one vote for every person, so everyone in the school gets a say. So if she's asking you to write her name on a bunch of the papers, that means that she's trying to rig it so that she gets homecoming queen unfairly. That doesn't sound right to me, does it? That doesn't sound good.
Ooh. Oh, I don't know if I could do that, but I said I would, and I
Oh, but here's the
like
thing,
her a
Tom.
lot.
Yeah, but
Yeah?
like, here's the thing, right? She's so cool. She's gonna just win it anyway. She doesn't need like you to rig
Probably.
it. And imagine if you both won, and
Mm-hmm.
then once you've won, you can tell her, Emily, and like at the watch party, you can tell her, Emily, I didn't even put the votes in that you wanted me to. You got that all by yourself, and she would be so thrilled.
That would just, I can't even believe how genius that is. I love that idea. She's
I
gonna be
know,
so happy.
right? Can you? All right, so come with me.
Okay.
I don't want to get in trouble,
Just-
so I'll with you. I'll go to your locker.
Because you have expressed, Harley, that you wanted to roll more. I know that Tom is just letting you have this, but I'm going to ask you. You're trying to convince Tom to do what you want. Either if you had any strings on him, you could
I don't. Or
do it, or you can roll to turn him on, and that is a way to get him to
I'm
do
gonna
what
do
you
that.
Mm-hmm.
I got 12. You can kiss me
sorry.
whenever you want. It's fine. Don't
That
worry about
doesn't
it.
give you any experience, unfortunately, but you do get a string on Tom now.
Curse. Okay.
And Tom, obviously you already chose that you were gonna do what you thought that Harley wanted, which was also for Emily somehow.
Yeah.
It was all good. It's all very positive.
Let's go to your locker. What's the problem?
Yes, but you get that string. So like that's I remember you were saying that like you felt like you didn't get to roll as much.
Thank you. I love you and I appreciate you. You're the best.
Oh.
Okay, well, like, where are the ballots? Like, where'd she, like, the paper? Where'd she give that to you?
Question: did she give that to me, or was that in her
I
locker?
thought she gave it to you.
She did give it to you, and you put it in your locker, if I remember correctly.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah. I'll just go on. It's in my locker. I'm just getting them all ready.
I mean, mostly over to the locker. I tell, like, Amma and Cordelia to just do the cheerleading thing for me. Only, it's fine. Just do it.
There they all are. I don't know. Should I, like, burn them, or should I, like, cross out her name, or what? What are we thinking?
Just as a quick aside, when you two are leaving the quad to go to Tom's locker, Bella and Hannah, where are you two for lunch? Are you both like in the cafeteria? Are you
maybe we're eating together or something?
I would probably be in the library. Bella is welcome to also be in the library with me because I'm going to be researching.
Oh, yes, I will be researching as well.
What's the matter?
I'm researching what the hell is up with me and Bella because there's some things happening.
Okay,
we're going to be good. Like in Twilight, that one scene where
montage.
Yeah, when she's on Bing and she's like, a picture of a vampire.
That's what we're doing right now in the library.
Bing? Amazing. Okay, so you don't see that Tom's still here. You're not witness to that. But we can take a quick aside where it's like we see Tom and Harley go into the locker area, the main hallway of the school, and instead of following them, the camera like turns to the library, and we kind of have like a quick like zoom in where we see Bella and Hannah. Are you two like at like the library computers? Do you have like stacks of books? Like
I think we're like at the computers and have books on the side.
Yeah, probably both. Like probably we've searched or asked Mrs. Buckles, I believe her name was.
I love Mrs. Buckles, queen.
Asked Mrs. Buckles about any sort of like paranormal, supernatural books that like, and maybe like even ask it as if like, oh, like they think they're right, but haha, we know, right? Like it's not real, but Do you have any?
Like, so she's handing you like Bram Stoker and like fictional books about the supernatural, like Frankenstein and all that. She also gives you like, I don't know, Dolores Book of Greek Myths or something. And I would say that the things that you can find in the high school library about actual supernatural and occult bullshit is probably not a lot, especially in the 90s because we just got through the Satanic Panic. They wouldn't have any like witch shit, if unless it was fictional, like teen. There's some YA books. There's some teen books about like, I don't know, T.A. Barron's Merlin series I read when I was a kid. You get Lord of the Rings. Like, I don't know. There's elves in that, right?
Oh my god, yeah, fairies, same elves, same thing. It's fine.
Yeah.
So we definitely using the computers.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the first, like, what are you looking up on the computers?
I mean, I'd probably look up Fate or werewolf.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where I start here.
I would just
So-
Google why does my body change? I'm 13.
How get pregnante? How can get pregnante?
So when you Google or like whatever Netscape,
I was gonna say, does Google exist yet? I think
Yeah,
Google's a
yeah.
year
Oh my
younger than me,
God.
so I don't know if it does.
it's the 90s. I don't know. You find like various movies about, there's like one called like Full Eclipse or something. Like, I don't know, American Werewolf in Paris hasn't come out yet, but there's like another movie like with wolves in it called Wolf, actually. Oh, look.
Would Teen Wolf
That
be
came
out?
out
I
in
think the
94.
movie Teen Wolf would be out, I think.
And like when
Go
you
to the
look up,
DVD store.
let's see.
Yeah, go
Some of
to,
these
go to
movies.
Blockbuster.
Feel like there's not a whole lot of fairy stuff. It's like Fairy Tale: A True Story came out in 97. So like that's not out yet. But like when you look up stuff about fae, it's like there's not a whole lot there. There's Celtic mythology and like Celtic myths. There's lots of stuff about like the like a lot of Irish and Celtic fantasy. Like they live under these hills, they'll steal people and then like let them go when 100 years have passed, but it's only been like a month for you. Just there's the regular bullshit that you would have from our universe if you looked up something like that. But what I want to know, and this is like if you roll dark, you can get the very specifically like this universe sort of stuff. Like if you roll dark, if you succeed, then you can get things that will be actually relevant to you. But I don't think that like otherwise there's not a whole lot. It's just mostly fiction and mythology.
Can we both try roll dark? Because we're both
Yeah.
such
Ooh.
we got this.
You could also, if one of you wanted to roll, or Hannah could just totally succeed.
Just like smash it.
I think this is like my first success in
I'm
the
so happy
entire
for you.
series.
I'm so pleased, Queen.
Amazing.
Wait, should I
incredible.
roll as well?
I was gonna say, like, if one of you wanted to help and one of you wanted to roll, but like you got a smashing success, so that's
went.
fine. It doesn't. It's not gonna make that much of a difference. So, Hannah, what is it that you're specifically looking for about the fae? Like, what kind of information?
Probably, I'm leaning more towards the idea of the Fae King, because like it felt very apparent that he didn't want to tell me more about that, or like I wasn't allowed to see what he was doing on the mirror, so it's very much like trying to figure out the intentions.
Okay, so the move is you get lucid visions, but because you're basically like we're using this as like a research move, you get the search results you're looking for. And what you see, like when you try and search this, you're looking specifically for like the Fae King and the Fae Court, and you see a bunch of specific like location, this town, Bains Falls, missing people who have popped up like 100 years later. that's relevant here and now. Like it's happened before. And when you pull up the most recent one that has like actual photographs, you see a picture of a girl who looks almost exactly like you. And it was in like the 1950s. And you read the article, and there's information about like nobody knows who she is or where she came from. She said that she lived here, but the family name that she gave and the like town where she said she was like from 100 years before. And she ended up getting put in the like a mental hospital near here. And like she's still there. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's old now. She's like, you know, mid 60s. Or wait, we're in the 90s. It was the 50s. Yeah, so she's like 60 something, but she's still at the hospital.
Oh, okay.
What's her name? So her name was Samantha, and her last name was a last name. Let's say her last name was Thorpe.
No reason.
No
reason.
Okay.
And she's at it's not this town, it's the next largest town. So it would be like a little, like maybe like an hour drive. Actually has like a mental hospital, and she's there.
Road trip.
Drunk driving.
Well, after receiving this information, I probably just like turn to Bella in a shot. I assume we're both reading the same computer, and we just like look at each other like,
And the picture, like Hannah, Bella, you're looking at the picture on this computer screen. And then you look back at Hannah, and then you look at the picture, and if you like it looks like the same person.
Ooh, we should go meet this person.
really?
I mean, you came with me and almost got killed by a wolf. I feel like it's the least I could do is we go over there.
Does it not?
Don't you want to know? Don't you?
No,
wanna...
I do want to know. I do.
You do.
Her surname is Thorpe. Is that weird?
That is weird.
And then Mr.
That
Thorpe.
is weird. That is
Oliver.
weird.
Oliver
Is
wants
that a common last name? I don't know many.
I don't know.
He's the only
Thorpe I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. And this is a very small town. Well,
yeah.
maybe we'll bring more than just a shovel and a knife.
Wait, we're not gonna wait. You're not gonna kill.
No, I just to protect ourselves. Okay, I don't know how to turn
think
wolf
she's
mode.
evil.
So I don't know this bitch.
Okay.
I mean person. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I know you get
that was
worked
unnecessary.
up.
I get worked
fine.
up. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I just think
I'm sure she's a nice bitch or a nice person. You know, like I'm sure she's wonderful. But we should go meet her.
Okay, we should. Yes.
Yeah.
So are you also going to look up stuff about werewolves after this, or like does it distract you? Or
It distracts me. Okay.
I think I would be pretty distracted. Yeah.
Okay. So you have like the research that you have on werewolves is just like cool werewolf movies, and also like maybe it's Buffy the Werewolf Slayer. I don't know. It's a different time, really. It's an alternate universe where it's not about vampires. It's about werewolves. And is there anything else you wanted to like? Okay, is there anything else you wanted to do specifically in the library, or are you gonna leave immediately and borrow Bella's car and go to this other town, or are you gonna tell Chad or anybody?
Can't tell Chad. No, I don't trust that boy. He's a sweetheart, but I do not trust him. I don't think I do anything. No.
Are you planning on leaving now or later? Like, okay, let's have the like if you're actually gonna go see her, let's have the like discussion. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to know if you were gonna look up stuff about werewolves. You can have the discussion. Let's continue the conversation as to whether or not you're gonna actually go, because if you have concrete plans, I would love to hear them. Otherwise, we can do something else.
When should we go visit her?
When do you think the place is open?
Probably all the time. I don't
think
like
you could just
visitation.
There's probably visitation. I don't think we just show up at like 11 p.m.
Can I Alta Vista the hospital?
Yeah, we should look up the hospital.
The hospital has visiting hours.
Okay.
They're for relatives only. And it's business hours, so it's like 9 to 5 or whatever.
Okay.
What if you just lie and say you're in Corp?
Well, can we? I was a 98 baby. There are printers, right? We have printers.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good. I was printers. Like, is it fax? Is it printers? I don't know. Anyway, we could print out a picture of Samantha, and then like I look like her, right? So it's like she's my grandma.
Yeah.
And then that's evidence that I'm her granddaughter.
Sure.
And just lie about your last name. Don't let them.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, well, you just want to leave school. There's nothing exciting going on, anyways.
Well, I don't want to. Well, there might be something important. There's like 2 classes left of the.
2 classes? You think that's gonna make or break if you graduate high school?
Skip class.
No, I mean, but
if you wait for school to be over, you will not get there. You will get there as visiting hours end.
Oh,
we can go tomorrow, I guess.
No, we can go. It's fine.
Okay, thank God.
This is the first time I'm ever skipping class ever.
About time.
Okay, so do you need to get anything before you go on your merry adventure, or
do you want to take? I don't think we're going to be able to take a knife into a hospital.
That's a good point.
I don't think that's going to work.
Then what can we bring as
you
weapons?
Could become a wolf if like something went really bad.
That's true, but I don't know how to just turn it on. I can't just wolf mode right now.
Oh.
That would be cool. But I'm still,
Cool. We're not gonna let you bring a knife into a mental hospital. People are on suicide watch sometimes. They're not gonna.
I was gonna say, I'm sure planes are fine.
We'll just lie our way in, and it'll be fine. Do you think they'll let me in too because I'm like with you?
Yeah, we can just pretend. Yeah, we can just make something up.
Okay, yeah, let's just do it.
Okay, so you two with your printout and your backpacks are going across campus to the parking lot to get in Bella's car. And just because I love it, as you're on your way, you pass in the hallway Harley and Tom. Tom, who Hannah, you saw dead on a table.
We're still on the way to his locker, right? We haven't gotten to the locker.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on the way to the locker.
Okay.
Like this was happening before. It was a bit of a like simultaneous like movie magic moment.
Okay.
So the scenes were cutting back and forth or something. But yeah, you two had come from the quad and through like one part of the school. Let's say it's like a T, through one part of the school, and these two are coming from the library and through the school itself to get to the I could draw it, but I'm not going to get to the other side of the school where the parking lot is. So you're both meeting, like you come from one side of the T and they come from another side of the T, and you kind of just like right at the same time run into each other at the T intersection. And there's Tom and Harley, and Hannah and Bella, you're like pretty sure that Tom was the one. Like Hannah, you saw him, but Bella, you both saw the news.
Oh yeah.
And Holly told me as well.
I did.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Hi.
I think he went into like a coma. Like, I'm so stupid. I didn't even like. I thought that he didn't have a pulse or anything. He must have had like a coma. Like, he's okay. Like, he's even like walking and everything.
Not wrong. I'm feeling fine. I woke up in the hospital and they probably just fixed me up and I'm good now.
You're weird,
isn't that
fun boy.
amazing?
You're really weird. That's
Tom,
really weird.
Could you do me a favor real quick? Can you roll with dark?
Okay.
Oh.
I like it.
You
Oh, I've got -1 in dark.
zombie out. You eat my brain in front of everyone. Oh.
Okay, so
Uh-oh.
mark experience. You have this like racking cough, and like you put your hand or your arm up to your mouth, and when you spit out or cough out like this disgusting blood something or other.
Oh my god.
I love that.
Lord.
And I pull a handkerchief out of my bra, and I'm like, "Is it here?" And I'm just like, hand it to Tom.
Yeah, sorry. I don't want to get that on the rental.
Yeah.
You stuff
it
your
else
bra,
is
but it's
totally
also
fine.
like you just have tissue.
Yeah, it's like
on
tissue,
you.
and I take it out, and I give it to... Oh my god, okay. I mean, he's mostly fine. You're mostly fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, coughs.
Wait, so when you woke up, you were where?
I was in a hospital.
In a bed?
No, it's like a big steel slab.
And I like look at Bella and I'm like, see, I fucking said that.
Yeah.
You
But
were
you're
in
just
a-
alive. You're fine. You're just all
Oh,
good. Spitting out
yeah.
nasty stuff.
I'm a little more flexible, but I'm pretty good.
Oh.
What do you mean by flexible?
I absolutely. Can I take the arm I just coughed with and kind of like spin it around in a way that's invisible?
Yeah.
Okay. Just all
Ew.
this.
Ew, you're weird. You're
Oh
weird.
my god.
Does it hurt when you do that?
No, not at all. I just gained a double joint. It's okay.
See, he's...
That's not a double joint. That's
double jointed.
That's just
Okay,
not
well-
having joints. That's just
I mean,
you just don't
okay,
have
he
them.
probably left the hospital a little bit earlier than he should have, maybe, and maybe you should go back to the doctor and get checked. But like for today,
lucky.
he's even at school and everything, and I didn't. I'm so relieved, Hannah. I'm so sorry for telling you that he was dead. I thought he was
No,
dead.
it's
Like,
it's I
Maybe
don't think
make
you
sure
were
people are
lying.
dead before you go tell everybody they're dead.
No, I don't think she was lying. I think she thought he was dead.
I'm not going to describe what I saw because I don't want to like upset him and remind him, but it seemed like a dead person. I don't know. I've never seen a dead person before. I don't know, but he seemed pretty dead.
What's the last thing you remember before waking up?
It was mostly the bus car. There was somebody in it. There was a car coming at me. And
Yeah,
it
was
was getting
that
pretty
crazy
heated. There was
big
like an
Brittany.
argument going on.
Yeah, Brittany tried to hit me with her car, and I ran, and she swerved, and it went into you, and I thought that I had killed you, basically. And
I'm sorry. Well, you did.
Did the doctor
I
say
didn't.
like? Did the doctor say like you died for like you know when people die for a bit and then they you dead
No.
maybe it was a
So you-
coma.
so-
Did
so
you
you
hear
never
everybody
died.
talking? Like, do you remember? Like, what is it? Is it like the car
You
hit you
woke up
and
on
then
a
you're awake
metal
in the
bed.
bed? Like,
They
is
were
it?
pretty inattentive, but after I opened the door to my metal bed, I just got out, found
Were you in a
The door?
They're
What do you mean the door?
inattentive in a morgue because you're dead.
What do you mean the
got
door
out,
to your
I'm
bed?
fine.
Wait,
Like
okay.
the curtain
Wait,
around the
okay.
hospital bed?
Maybe we shouldn't talk about this in a hallway with other people. Maybe we should go into a classroom or something
Okay.
privately.
Well, okay. So we open the door, and I open the nearest door with full confidence. And there's like, I like to imagine there's 2 students in there, like on their free period trying to study, and I just like click and I
It's still
rush
lunch.
them out.
It's still
Whatever,
lunch.
they're in there
Oh, okay.
anyway, kissing or something. We rush them out. We
you just
take over the
stare at them and they're
classroom.
like, okay.
Yeah, they're like picking up their bags.
So Tom, you
Yes.
woke up on a metal bed
Yes.
in a morgue?
It was like a part of the hospital. It was like a whole hospital though. So I was probably
like,
really
what-
sick, but I'm fine now.
I don't think hospitals
Was
tend
there a
to think
blanket or
you're
anything?
dead unless you're dead.
No, there wasn't a blanket. I had a tell tag, and it did say that they thought I was dead. But I think it was a mix-up. They make those mistakes all the time.
Yeah.
No,
oh my
they
God.
don't. They
I mean,
don't.
How did they mix that up?
Accidentally think somebody's dead.
The police here are entirely incapable. I wouldn't be surprised if the hospital nurses are as well. Like maybe he had no pulse for a little bit and they just declared him dead and then put
I
him in the
think
morgue
it's
or
like
whatever.
one person declares someone dead and then another person has to confirm. I don't think they just are like, yeah,
They're
Ship
dead.
him off.
Yeah, they didn't even open me up yet, so they couldn't have been able to tell.
I mean, what matters is that he's here and he's fine and he's gonna go to the doctor another day and get checked, right?
Probably. I mean,
Right.
I can walk it off.
Okay, so the most important thing is that, that Brittany girl gets persecuted or whatever the word is.
Yeah.
Obstruction of justice, whatever that is.
Prosecuted.
Prosecuted, that's right. And just you make sure that you don't break anything anymore. And
Yeah, I gotta be careful.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
Can you break? Is that possible?
I don't think so. I've been really moving it around, but I'll stop just in case.
Yeah, maybe do that. Just treat yourself delicately, would you?
Okay.
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 So me and Tom were doing something. So if you guys are
Yeah.
done,
Well, it's been a while. What have you guys been
Let's
up to?
go. We're just hanging out, just having a
Yeah,
blast.
we
Yeah,
were just.
are you
What were
guys-
you guys doing?
Yeah, what
Oh.
are you guys up to?
There's
Tom
a
was going to show
ballot
me
thing.
a thing. I was going to show Tom how the voting works for homecoming king and queen because
I'm
he
right
doesn't
about
know
the
how to
market
vote because votes are due by the end of today. Don't forget, guys, you have to write your votes down. So I was going to
Yeah.
show him how to like write on the ballot and put it in the box. I wasn't going to tell him what to write. Okay, but you better vote for
No.
yourself, Tom. Don't forget to do that.
Yes, I'll be writing them all in. And after
Oh.
that, we gotta take a photo.
Yeah, we got to get photo
You-
of the cheerleading team.
You were writing them all in.
No, like the
Normal.
like
Wait,
homecoming king
writing-
and homecoming queen, right? Like both
Yes.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
All of them.
All of them, Tom? What do you mean? What are you doing?
Tom doesn't mean anything, and I'd like to kind of try and roll and shut down.
Yeah, you can
Well,
roll, you can roll to
okay.
shut
So
them down.
basically,
Oh.
if I know from a promise that
Oh wait, but
I know that Emily, because I made Emily promise, I didn't make Tom promise.
That's
Oh.
true.
So I have sus on that anyway.
Can I still roll to shut you down? Is that cool?
Yes, you can roll to shut them down. Absolutely, that's totally what's kind of going on. Is you're trying to get them to stop poking and prodding.
Okay.
I will. You can do that first. If you wanted to also roll something, Hannah, to like figure out what's going on or like convince them to tell you, then you
Yes.
could. But it's definitely Harley first because she was
Yeah.
the first one
Sure.
to. Yeah.
I got an
So
8.
go ahead and
I
roll
got
to
partial
shut.
succeed.
So
Can
on
I
a partial-
fail once? Come on.
I just want to fail.
That's not fail.
So on a partial success, either they lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, you gain one on them. They take a condition, or you take one forward.
Oh wait, hang on. I actually
You had one forward?
yeah, I had one forward. I just realized. Is that just like one extra point?
It's
or
just +1, yeah.
Oh, I won't bother then. I guess that's fine. I didn't remember
It
to add
wouldn't
it
have
anyway.
gotten it to
yeah.
7 to 9 anyway.
Yeah, and I wouldn't.
Or to 10.
Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
even remember. Okay. So I get to. Sorry. Do I get to put a condition on them?
Yeah, you
Or-
can do that. And they will also give you a condition in return.
Can I choose to carry another one forward? So I
Yes,
have
you can
plus
choose to
2?
carry
Okay,
another
I'll
one
do that. I'll just carry another one forward for +2.
Okay.
You're gonna be mean at some point. I'm
I
gonna
would
be shut
never.
down.
Sweetie, honey, I would never.
Never.
What do you
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
So she you come across poorly. So she's trying, you can see that she's trying to convince you to just like drop it, leave it, don't talk about it. And like what were you trying to do, Hannah? Because you were
So I guess I would more be like, it's not coming from an accusatory place at all. It's just like, oh, well, I just thought that Emily seemed really weird about some ballot stuff, and I don't know if that's what.
So what
don't know,
happened
like-
was, is you remember feeling the like someone just lied to me when she was in the hallway. So you
Yeah, no,
weren't
as in I'm saying
present.
to them like in a more gossipy way, if anything,
Oh,
being
okay. So
like,
you're being like, oh, really? Because Emily was kind of weird and like a genuine.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay.
exactly. It's not me being like,
Yeah.
what are you two up to? It's me being like,
yeah.
Emily is the sus one in this.
I mean.
So
yeah.
did you want to like try and use a string to convince them to tell you what's going on, or
I could use one on Harley, yeah.
Okay.
okay,
what-
so do you
okay.
want to do that? Do you want to?
Yeah, sure.
Is it to tempt her to do what you want? To give her a condition to add to a different role against her?
Oh my god! Wait, if I do what she wants, I get experience, right?
Yes, you do.
Hannah, please don't you do what you want. Hannah, please. Player to
yeah.
player. I have no experience.
Well, I don't want you to do anything.
You want me to? You want me to like?
I want you
tell
to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Have an experience point, sweet
Thank you
pea.
so much. I hope.
This
Okay,
isn't metagaming. I don't know what you mean.
So Hannah, what you're having this conversation with Harley and Tom, and they keep circling around the like, what was this ballot thing? Like, I remember Emily, and like you're thinking in your mind like, I just wish someone would talk straight for just a second, and then you can feel in the center of your chest, the same place where you feel those strings coming out from you. One of them like glows a bit, and it's between you and Harley, and then you see it like break, and then Harley, you just get the like, I for some reason just want to tell her straight, and you choose to accept to do what she wants. So go ahead.
Okay. Fine. Okay, Tom, I'm really sorry. I know you like Emily, but remember what I said? Like, it's gonna be fine anyway. So just Emily wants to use Tom to forge a win for herself for homecoming queen. Is it?
I knew.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew that was what she was doing.
Is it empty ballots that she gave you, Tom, or have they already got her name written on them?
No, they're all empty. I just
They're
gotta fill them
empty.
all out.
Okay. So, like, I didn't know what to do with them. I was just gonna gather them back up and then just, I don't know, put them back in the box or just ban them, whatever. He was just, that's what we were doing. He was taking me to
Wait,
his
so
locker.
who's running for homecoming queen? Me, you, and Emily?
Yeah, and that's it. I think. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. And then.
And Tom, how many
I don't know
ballots
who's
did
running
she
for
give
king,
you?
but I think.
No, no,
Oh. I'm not sure. We'd have to check my locker, but it was quite a few.
She had given him like a 3-ring
Jesus.
binder size amount of like probably the amount in the school.
She's so
would have.
stupid. Wouldn't she realize that they're going to notice that every ballot, like, people count the ballots. Like, are they going to notice that
Yeah.
every ballot has the same handwriting? I don't get it.
There's more ballots than students.
Did she tell you to put for homecoming king? Because there's 2 spots on the ballot. So, did she just... You don't need to, like, cheat to get yourself a homecoming king. That's ridiculous.
Oh,
no. What? I don't know. I was gonna say something half as a joke, but it feels mean.
No, go for it. I love mean.
Please be mean for once.
What if we did like half of them for you and half of them for me? And
That's
then
what I
Emily
was
can't
thinking.
Win?
That's so funny. That's what I was thinking. And I'm like completely genuine when I say this as well. I'm like, that's what I was thinking. Wouldn't that be funny? Wait, but like, who do we put down for the homecoming king? Was it like half for who
Well,
we want?
Why don't we just
I'm
put
guessing-
Tom for all of them? Because it'd be funny. Because it's
But
him.
what about Chad?
Well, Hannah's running.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
Well,
was gonna
Hannah's
say
running with Chad,
Chad.
so we can do okay. Half of them can be Hannah and Chad, and then half of them will be me and Tom. But if like we can still win like separately or whatever. But like just we
Yeah.
could do that. Yeah.
I'm happy to do that.
I mean, I don't like Harley, but I hate cheaters more, so I will happily write Harley's name down instead of
We
Ashley.
can like
I don't
write
like
down
cheating.
names and do different handwriting for
Yeah, and we'll just mix up the handwriting. Just use different.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Should we? Okay, are you guys busy now?
And
Or
I
do you want to meet
have
up
so
after
many
school,
pens
or-
in different colors. I have
Really?
so much
Oh.
stationery.
Oh, I love pens.
I
I only
have
have
so
this one
many.
pen I stole from Walmart. It's really cute though. But
It is.
yeah.
Wait, Hannah, aren't we a little busy? We have some.
We
stuff to
oh
listen.
yeah.
Yeah, what are you guys up
Do
to?
you guys want to do it now, or do you want to do it like after school? Like when do you want to?
After school, how about we come back and meet up for that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Because
Okay.
we have to go to just like hang out or whatever. So we got it.
Hannah, you have a shift at the arcade after school.
Could we do it at the arcade? And then would that be okay?
Yeah, let's do that.
Is
Let's
that-
But what if people
I've never
see?
been.
No one will
If
see.
you
We'll
come
go-
around the back, like no one cares about. It's.
And like,
I mean,
what's Brandon gonna do? He doesn't. give a shit.
Brandon? I don't.
Brandon's not going to do anything.
Brandon's
You know what?
probably
You're
not
right.
gonna
Okay.
be that. I don't feel like Brandon's. Isn't
Oh yeah, his sister is
Yeah.
kind of. Woo, woo. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's just do it. Okay.
All right, so we have plans for after school.
So I guess me and Tom are gonna go back to his locker now. I guess.
Go get the
Okay.
balance.
Oh right, can I have Amber and Cordelia and Marissa come as well for more handwriting? Or they don't even need to talk to any of you if you don't want them to. Like,
I can.
it's just more handwriting. So it'd be...
I mean, the more people know about it, the more people might tell.
They're not gonna say anything.
Do you trust them? Like really?
Yes, they'd do anything.
Didn't Amma?
They're pretty pathetic. It won't. It'll be fine.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Hey.
And I guess me and Tom go back over to his locker, and you two go off to the mental asylum.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have anything else you're doing at the locker besides just getting the votes?
I'm gonna hand Tom a little note, and the note is gonna say, it's gonna have like it's like gonna be like the prettiest little like flowery script ever, and it's gonna be like to do and like a little heart next to it, and it's like make sure Emily credits you in yearbook. Look at universities, and then and it's like a list of every club that he has to get photos for as well. I'm gonna hand him that. I'm like, okay, so here's this because Emily didn't give you a notebook, and I don't know why she didn't do that. So you can keep the notebook. It's fine. It's really pretty. I thought you might like the color, so I just like picked it up when I was at Walmart. Anyway, yeah. And do you know what university you think you want to go to after school? Because that's kind
I
of
didn't
important.
know that we had to do that. What's the university?
It's really important. Education's really important. So basically, there's Bains Falls University, which is like the best one, and I think you should definitely apply there. There'll be like classes in the last half of the year, but you have to figure out which one you want to do, and that's why it's really good to get credited in yearbook, and also it's really good to get Homecoming King as well because it looks really good in your university applications. So,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know this was kind of like vote to get into a uni. This is weird. I could do it though. I could probably win, and then it'll be good. I
Yeah,
got
you'll
this.
kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. So I just wanted to let you know. But yeah, so make sure Emily credits you in the yearbook, and just make sure that you just are nice to everybody so they'll vote for you for Homecoming King and everything. Are you campaigning at all or anything?
I haven't. I mean, I was just kind of gonna hope.
Right. Okay. You just think you just like pretty confident you can just get it? Like,
Pretty nice to people, and I was hoping kind of maybe if I really was thinking about it, I could just ask people to vote for me outright when I take photos of them for the yearbook.
that you're so clever. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. Yeah. Do you? Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah. That's all that I wanted to do with the locker. I'm all done. And then I think he's the
Okay.
smartest guy in the world. I'm like, wow.
So, you both, we have two of our lovely students are heading to try and leave campus. Oh no. And Tom, you're going to like the bell rings for lunch to be over, and Tom's got a list and he's got classes. Harley, you go to your own locker. And when you get there, Emma and Cordelia and Marissa are there at your locker. And when they see you coming, I think probably would you say is your like number one at this point? Because Emma probably used to be, but then she
The
made out
one that
with
like
her
I trust the
boyfriend.
most is probably Cordelia.
Okay, so Cordelia is the one to like step forward, and she's like, "Just thought you'd want to know. There was some police asking questions about Brandon. Evidently, he's missing.
Oh, I mean, they're gonna
Since
know.
we
it's
were the
just
last
because-
ones to see him after school, they asked all of us if we saw him after that."
I am so tired of this crazy family. Oh my god. Okay, well,
So they're
What did you
probably going to
say?
take you out of your class. I just said that I was in shock and I didn't see where he went.
literally, yeah, absolutely. They would completely understand that. Okay. Yeah, all right.
Who
Thank
keeps
you for
track of
warning me.
losers like that anyway.
I know, right? That's what I thought. Okay.
So
Yeah,
I
okay.
thought you'd like to know before some police took you out of your next class.
You're the best. Thank you. Okay. And also after school, everybody. Cordelia, I'm staying at your place tonight, right?
And
Yeah.
she nods.
Okay, cool. So we're going to the arcade. Basically, the shrew, Emily, she decided that it'd be really cool to falsify the ballots and cheat to get Homecoming Queen, and basically told Tom to write on a bunch of empty ballots and write her name and then get her Homecoming Queen. She didn't even tell him to put his name on there or anything. She just said to get his. So we are taking all of the blank ballots and we're going to write his name and my name and Hannah and Chad's names, but whatever. And we're doing that at the arcade tonight.
And Cordelia nods, like, sure, whatever. But you see Emma, like, looking a little bit uncomfortable. Does she, like, I guess she's, like, maybe twisting her hair or her ponytail or
Yeah.
something. And she's like, about Emily.
What?
I don't know if you knew, but she and Brad are kind of a thing now.
That's not gonna be a problem for much longer anyway, right?
I just, if she was trying to do something like that, then maybe,
You
I
have
don't know.
ideas, Emma. You're smart. What?
I was just thinking that it might hurt her. And she like when she says like hurt her, she stops like twisting her hair and she gets like this like sharpness in her eyes. And she's still like your clique. Like she's still, even though she cheated with Brad, like she's still most loyal to you. So and she's also probably hurt because Brad ditched her. So like hearing about that, she's just like, she's so certain that her and Brad will win because they're both popular or whatever. And she got president already, but just like maybe if neither of them did, and she like looks at you, it could hurt her,
That makes sense. I mean, Brad's not gonna get homecoming king. We know that. So yeah, she's fucked. Okay. Yeah, so on the ballots, we're going to write me and Tom for half of them, and then Hannah and Chad for the other half. No cheating, make sure it's even. And we'll meet at the arcade after school, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to scoot off to class, I guess.
All right. So with this, we're going to have the do you two, Bella and Hannah, do you do or get anything before you start your road trip?
We should road trip to the mental asylum.
Hell yeah.
I did it.
I got my trail.
Let's get snacks.
I was just thinking that. Get some snacks. Honestly,
I didn't think we're gonna bring any like weaponry.
You're bringing and like
Okay, so if it's just snacks, we get the shot of like you tossing the like cafeteria vending machines worth of, I don't know, M&Ms and chips and some sodas in the back seat of Bella's car, and you both slam the door and take off out of the parking lot, and we'll go to commercial break at the scene of like you starting down the highway, windows rolled down and anime rock/metal intros on the radio. And let's